That's Trey.
And that's Goldie.
We're friends
From college.
Then Trey married my sister.
But unfortunately, we got divorced.
We don't talk about that.
Mostly because there's nothing to talk about.
It was all good.
Our friendship deepened while we were both employed at an event production consulting company,
We spent 280 plus days on the road.
which made us expert business travelers.
And expert best friends who always had one goal in mind.
Host a podcast together. And after people didn't like the first 6 shows, including one where we interviewed building contractors in the Upper Peninsula while they were working,
And one where we searched the country for the next great kid blues guitarist.
we realized we weren't making shows about our true passion.
We had to talk about the thing we know and love more than anything.
Welcome to Business Trips. Hey everybody, welcome to Business Trips. Today we're going to talk to a great guest about their travel tips. But first, a word from our sponsors.
You good, man?
Shut up. Business Trips is brought to you by Water and Ice You Love with the letter U. Water and Ice You Love is your one-stop shop for all states of water, be it liquid or ice. Everyone loves water, and most people love ice, but there's some bad water out there that you certainly won't love. That's why it's worth coming to Water and Ice You Love. Premium, alkaline, mineral, parking. I think that's a new thought. Parking. We have parking, and it's not just for our friends, as multiple Yelp reviews claim. Any customer can park here, and we won't yell at you or make you move your car anymore. Quick story behind our name. Our owner, Alex, met a waitress at a coffee shop in Los Feliz and immediately fell in love. He stayed until the end of her shift and asked her to join him for coffee, which she did. They talked and laughed for hours. Eventually, they went down the street to have dinner. When dessert came, he proposed to her, and she accepted. 24 hours before, neither of them could have imagined this happening. The only problem was, Alex was still married to his second wife at the time. She definitely didn't make it easy on him, but eventually he got out of that and was able to legally marry the love at first sight. So when he named this water business Water and Ice You Love, it was with the hope that customers would love the water and ice the same way he loved that waitress the first night they hung out. That level of love. We're on Glen Oaks across from the tattoo parlor.
Yep. You got this.
Gotta move this window.
Yep.
Yeah, there you are. All right.
Water you love.
Water and ice. I like that story. That was sweet.
It is sweet. It's more detailed in some ways than I would expect in an ad, and then in more personal.
Yeah. I love origin stories. You know how Nike started?
No.
He was Phil Knight was working at a IHOP, and he dropped his shoe on the waffle iron, and it made it have treads.
I feel like part of that is now ringing a bell.
Let's talk to our guest.
Yeah. We're really excited to have Frank Orrington here. Frank, thanks for joining us on Business Trips.
Thank you so much. It's a real honor to be here.
We're super excited to have you here. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you do, Frank, and what brings you around in your travels.
First off, I want to say thank you. I listen to your podcast every day. I'm a pilot for United Airlines.
Wow.
Been a pilot for United for 35 years now.
That's very cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Can you say thank you for your service for that?
I think after 9/11, you do now. You do thank them.
Wow. And what kind of birds do you fly? What are your routes and what's your equipment?
Well, I concentrate on United States travel. Do a lot of cross-country flights. Sometimes I go international, but I do all commercial flights, 777s, 787, 747. I can do any kind of vessel you got.
Damn.
If it's got wings, Frank can fly it, I bet. What was I gonna ask? Were you in the military?
I was in the military.
Sometimes
A
that's
lot of
where
pilots
people learn.
come
Yeah.
from that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was in the military for about 2 months.
It sounds like there's a story there, but that it's a bad one.
It is a bad one. I didn't get along with my commanding officer.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
What?
He didn't get along with his commanding officer.
Full Metal Jacket's a pretty severe version of that,
Oh,
right?
I'm thinking of a Lou Gossett Jr. one.
Officer and a Gentleman,
Yeah, he
With
doesn't.
Richard Gere?
Yeah, Gere didn't get along with him.
Deborah Winger.
So did you guys fight like in Officer and a Gentleman?
I haven't seen that film. It's been on my list, but I can't find my list. But I know it's on there.
You have
And,
you have a movie list of things that you've watched?
of things that I've watched.
That he wants to watch.
That's right. Things that I want to watch. An Officer and Gentleman is on there.
Okay.
What happens? But there's no list for the things you have watched.
I thought about making that list, but it's something maybe you two young men can help me out with. It'd just take just an afternoon.
Maybe, yeah.
Absolutely. That sounds great.
So you fly for the. I'm going to take a guess here. Was it out of the 4 branches? Is it Air Force?
It was Air Force.
And I'm just
2
going to
months.
come right out with it. What the hell happened?
Well, I was flying in a V formation with other.
You were flying already?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was a precocious pilot. We were flying in a V formation over the desert out in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I here in the squawk box, my commanding officer telling me to go in an X formation, and I said, no, not today. And then when I landed, I jumped out of it. I emergency evacuated the plane because I was so angry.
And then so the plane crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Well, that's cool.
So that's a dishonorable discharge,
It was a dishonorable discharge.
if I can ask that.
You can, and but United was hiring, and I went for an interview, and the rest is history. I've been with United for 35 years.
Wow.
Actually, I'm retiring this year.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats.
Why?
and Thanks for your.
Why didn't you want to do an X?
It's
What the?
an X formation.
You can maybe finish this one, and then we'll get out of the dishonorable.
Sure. It's dangerous. It's not necessary.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's aesthetically pleasing, and you can brag to your friends about it later. But it serves no purpose.
It also feels like that you don't want to be at the intersection of that X, right?
Right.
No. That feels extra
middle guy.
stressful.
Middle
Yeah,
stressful.
there's probably 4 planes that are really in the center of that, where those 2 lines bisect each other.
Right.
And that sounds there's very little margin for error, as opposed to if you were on one of the very far ends of the 4 edges.
You sound like a pilot.
I
You sound
wish.
like a
I
pilot.
wish. I actually they won't let me do it.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
He has edibles.
I see.
He has an edible on weekends, and they drug test.
I do like edibles, but also I did a flight simulator once and had a panic attack, and I was at my friend's house.
Mhm.
You remember, Dave? So his mom actually had to take me to the hospital, but I was fine. But it was my first panic attack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had a similar one. The
One.
one big one.
Yeah.
You know Rich Tellerico?
I think that name rings a bell.
Yeah. Well, one time I had too big an edible and went and hid in the bathroom, and then I said, "Goldie, you gotta get me out of here." True story.
That is true.
Now, Rich Tellerico, I wanted to just get back to him. I think he was on a flight of mine once.
Wow.
So you do know who's on the planes.
Yeah, we have a manifest. We're given a manifest that has every single passenger's name on there, and I do remember names that stick out, like Rich Salrico. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun
That's
to say.
a hell of a memory. To be
Yeah,
able to do that.
to know the.
Post 9/11, were there names
Yeah.
that when you'd see them on your manifest that you would say,
Oh yeah.
let's circle
What's
this?
that called again?
Manifest.
Profiling. Yeah. Did you?
Yeah,
Profile?
how does profiling work for a pilot? Like, if we could just get into that for a moment.
Sure. Well, we all want to arrive safely, right? When you take a flight, you want to get where you're going. So when I look at the manifest, I do look at certain names, and some of those names do raise red flags for me.
Yeah.
Well, but you're not supposed to. That's illegal, right?
Right, and I have to keep it confined to my mind.
Okay, so it's just a thought. It's kind of like when you like undress a.
I knew you were going to say this.
Yeah. Like. It's
A woman.
you're at a funeral, a wake or something, and you're undressing like the dead guy's mom or whatever. Like you can't say it.
No. Just getting back to this funeral, you're undressing someone at a funeral.
In your mind.
Oh, in your mind, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm saying I only made it a funeral because anytime you can't say I just undressed you with my mind, the guy or girl you're talking to are gonna probably smack you and be in the right to do so. What was
Favorite
your question?
airport
Yeah,
to
great.
take off from, favorite airport to land at, not necessarily the same one, and then I guess least of each.
Okay, just one or two at a time.
Favorite airplane to favorite
See.
airport to
You're
to,
right.
to take off from and to land. I've got to give.
Then a third thing.
And what was the third question?
It wasn't that many. It was just
Least
favorite
least
and
favorite.
least favorite. That's all.
Oh, so there's four. Then least favorite to take off and least
It's an
favorite
X
to land.
formation of a question.
That's cool.
Favorite airport to take off from? Houston.
Really?
IAH. They've made leaps and bounds over there. They are growing their airport, and I salute them.
What makes for it being your favorite exactly?
It's just big runways, a lot of room for error there. You can take off, you can land, and you're not going to make a mistake.
So there is a good amount of screwing up, you'd say?
Some pilots do screw up. Yeah, I have screwed up. I'm not alone. All pilots make small to large errors. It's just the gigantic errors that can cost lives.
Oh, good. So large is okay?
Large can, sometimes is not okay.
Oh, okay. Large is getting into that might cost lives, might not.
Right.
Small almost never cost lives?
So small that you'd never know. Like if I came in a little late with my my greeting to the passengers.
I
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
If I missed that by a second or two, no one's going to notice.
Your name, now that you're saying it, because the greeting is sort of where, other than if you get there early enough, or you're hanging out and you're getting a pilot who wants to greet people on the way out, we don't really get to see your face, but we do get to know you by voice. Your voice is familiar to me. Can you give us a little example of your banter or your microphone
This is cool.
sort of character that you like to use for your?
Sure, absolutely. Welcome aboard flight. I'll just make one up here. 2133 from Houston
Nice.
to Las Vegas. We've got 1,500 people on board. That can't be right. Let me start over.
Is this something you would have normally taken some notes down or something? We're putting you on the spot a little
That's
bit.
okay.
But
You get the idea.
1,500.
I'm a little-
1,500 feels like 5 planes.
I also
Yeah.
don't even think they usually say how many people are on board, but
That's also true. I've never heard that.
just a head
That's
count.
an interesting idea, though.
Yeah.
There are X many of you on board.
I feel like that would make me get
Nervous.
a panic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
start thinking about just how much. What is it? 200 people.
All packed into this can of tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have referred to it as a can of tuna. Once I said,
that's
welcome aboard this can of tuna.
Oh, you did
I
it on
like
the
that.
speakers.
yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
People did.
You're
like
sounding
that.
more and more like a pilot this whole.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by pilots, and really specifically the commercial ones.
Yeah.
Because fighter pilots and the whole Top Gun thing, and I hope this isn't offensive, but
Absolutely not.
they seem like daredevils. They seem like they're, just rogue sometimes.
Yeah.
And I like that we put a lot of trust in people. I assume you're winding down your career in part, not dishonorably, but because you're getting to that age. There's a cutoff, right?
There is a cutoff. There is an end point to a pilot's career, and you've got to respect that. I've been flying with a great crew for a long time. United is a wonderful company to work for, but I can't fly forever. I'm 70 years old. Next year I'll be 71. After that I'll be 72, and it goes on like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know who's a rebellious commercial pilot is Denzel Washington in the Drunk Pilot movie.
Yes.
I've seen that. I want to talk to you about that because, oh boy, I've got a lot of thoughts about this one. Now, what did you think of the movie, and walk me through your experience of this movie?
Is it called Flight Plan? Is that the name of that movie?
It might just be Flight.
Flight?
It's called Flight.
When I was getting ready to watch that movie, I didn't know that it was going to be. It's almost like a Leaving Las Vegas, but about a commercial airline pilot. It's just about an alcoholic,
Right. And he's so buzzed, if I can use that word, that he
Sure.
he flies the airplane upside down, which
That's right.
many people would think is dangerous, but it's the only way he could land that plane.
So he was doing a good job. My memory is a little hazy on it, but yeah,
I think he goes to that court case and he gets fucking hammered the night before it.
He
Sorry,
does.
that's the first time I've ever sworn on
I
the
don't
show.
know, but it felt right.
It does feel like
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the only. There are like a 1 in a zillion time where you do have to flip it upside down to land it.
Yes, I would say one in every 35 flights you would have to fly that upside down just to land it.
I've never had it. Have you?
No. And
It seems like, especially because as we said in the intro, we traveled a lot.
that frequency seems
like you'd have to
higher than I would expect.
But I'm certainly gonna buckle my seatbelt even when I'm in my seat from now on.
So this might be personal.
After this,
Go ahead.
remind me, I have a porn idea. Go ahead though.
No, you should do that first.
All right, but you won't forget the personal thing.
No.
Rough Air.
What's that?
What if that was a porno?
That is a good name.
You know,
for
they
one.
say is keep your seatbelt buckled even when you're in your seat in case we get some. There's a word before it, like
in this guy,
unexpected rough air. That would be the title.
no, in this guy, it's gonna, the key words will be stepmom,
Oh yeah,
yeah, and then seatbelts.
yeah. I like the stepmom stuff and where they're stuck in a dryer or whatever.
Sure.
What was your personal question?
I just wanted to ask Captain Orrington if he drinks socially or.
Oh yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll have a drink at a hotel bar, but never the night before a flight. I'll make sure that it's a good 4 or 5 days before I have another.
So
job.
you'll check into a hotel bar like 5 days before, just to kind of get ready for that Houston to Vegas flight.
Right.
It's kind of like an NFL team.
Yeah, right. They do check in early.
We get so many different people that travel, and the funny thing is, they all have you in common, sort of, in a sense. You know.
Great way to say it.
Thanks. Yeah, not a question, but just kind of a philosophical thought.
So you're saying that everyone on this podcast or in business travel has a pilot in common?
Yeah, well, that they all have pilots, in their. We're almost. I don't know if we've ever had a guest who just drives everywhere. It's almost always involves flying, and that's in a way. I don't like this. I don't like this area.
Okay. Favorite favorite memory of a work trip that's a little different than you were expecting it to be, but that's why it lands on your top 5?
Great.
Right. Well, I was flying from Houston to Paris.
If you said Vegas, I was going to be like, enough of this
I know that route.
fucking shit.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that.
You don't like Vegas, or you don't like the route from Houston to Vegas.
I just felt like that was your go-to. But sorry,
Are you?
Houston to Paris.
Do they call it deadhead? Is that what that's called when you're there for a while for pilots or a crew?
It's called a deadhead. Yeah. So if you're there for a while, that's called a deadhead.
Right.
I'm working a deadhead. I'll be in Paris for 5 to 6 weeks until my next flight.
6 weeks even.
Or sometimes. Well, because I'm an older pilot.
I see.
I need extra time before my next job.
To train or just to get rid of jet lag, or
to get rid of jet lag. My jet lag can be brutal. It can really throw me for a loop.
What's it look like when it's happening?
It's not good. It's not pretty. You don't want to see me while I'm jet lagged. I look like a completely different person.
Well, I don't mean what.
What happened when you were going to Paris?
Have you been to Paris?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now tell me what you did there, because this will circle back to my story.
We went to the Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. It was raining the whole time, but we went to the Moulin Rouge, and
we saw a show. We were there
pricey.
for a convention. It was a little pricey. It was a prefix, but spelled the way that they do it.
Yeah,
all right.
And they don't
X formation.
They don't take off bottoms, which is fine. I preferred that actually.
And then pasties, but French ones. They're sort of different.
Yeah, it was nice. What else? You know, a baguette on the Seine, that kind of thing.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so you went to the river.
Yeah.
And you had some bread.
Yeah.
And now, walk me through this. The two of you there, you have this experience at the Moulin Rouge. Now, that's a place where women take off their clothes. Now, you said French pastries. Pastries?
Pasties. Sorry, that was
Sorry. So she was wearing pastries.
No, pasties. They're just they go over the
pasties,
the nipples too.
Yeah.
Now you got it. I don't like how you say it really.
Well, I was there. Now this was 1985, so so a long time ago. I was there. I only my luggage was lost, so I had to buy French clothes. I don't know.
I almost just said where did you lose it? What? Did I ever do that joke to you? I lost my sunglasses, and you say where? But they don't. No one ever knows because it's lost.
Well, what if they know? Like I know they're in the house. Sorry, forget it. Yes.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
You're
part
in
over?
Paris. No, it's okay.
I don't like the French.
Well,
I like them, but I don't. Do you know how that works? The French are confusing to me because I don't speak French.
Right.
Well,
and so when I walk into a cafe and I say, "Hey, give me a give me a coffee," and they but I am an aggressive person in public places, so I tend to be very aggressive when I want something. At a restaurant or a cafe,
right?
And they don't like that.
So you were buying the clothes too aggressively?
Yeah, I said, give me that shirt.
You can say,
yeah,
give me that goddamn shirt. Give me that goddamn jacket, and give me all that stuff over there.
When is your last flight again?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
I want to extend an invitation to both of you if you want to fly. We're flying from LAX to Houston and then to Las Vegas.
See, this is...
I feel like the routing on that is... how do they decide that it's that? Why not go to Las Vegas and then to Houston?
Because a bunch of people probably have to get off.
In Houston? On the way to Vegas?
Yes.
From Los Angeles. Sorry.
I'm gonna decline that offer, and I'll tell you why.
Sure.
I don't think you should ever be on a pilot's last flight because it's got a little bit of like a a feeling like, and I don't want to jinx tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be great, but I'm trying to think like an open heart surgeon. If he was like, after this, I'm hanging it up, you'd have a lot of questions, and you'd probably be like, who's the guy that's like, he's got it right now, or gal,
Yeah.
Are you saying that you think that Captain Frank is not at the top of his game right now?
That and that the final flight is just going to bring out a little bit of like a
mischief?
Who gives a heck
Oh.
type of vibe, and you might,
I don't.
all those switches in there, you might start just being like, I've never even hit this one.
That sort of thing where I'm going to flip this switch for the last time.
It's not like an elevator in an office building, and he's not a 4-year-old. I don't think it's going to hit all the buttons.
It's not exactly that, but I think you accidentally came up with a very good analogy for what I think tomorrow will be like.
But also, okay.
Here's a tip.
Yeah.
When you get on a flight, what are the
Oh, good. Yeah, our tip for our
Great.
what are your top things that you do when you get on a flight?
I like to make myself go to sleep,
Very good.
and Trey knows this about me. I learned to put myself out with no drugs or anything because my fear was so intense of flying at a certain point that I sort of, how like some kids will hold their breaths, and make themselves pass out. I sort of do that, and so it's almost like an anesthesia that I'm putting myself under.
Yeah. He can sleep anywhere with any volume of things. He went to sleep at a They Might Be Giants concert once.
We went to college with a guy too named Piero Procaccini, and
I've had him on a flight. Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Well, it's another unique. It's memorable.
And he could sleep anywhere.
That's true.
So you get into your seat and you sleep next to you just go to sleep. I'll tell you what, that's a dream passenger for me. 'Cause
Aw.
yeah,
nice.
Thanks for saying that. Who's the nightmare?
Well, anyone who's awake, anyone who's
That's a lot of people.
well, yeah. Well, because if they're awake, they're wanting things. They're asking, and my flight crew is a hard-working crew.
yeah.
They have to get the meal service.
Who's on that crew with you?
Okay, so what kind of vessel are we flying here?
You pick 7.
47.
I would say
747. Okay, so you got a business, first class, economy plus, whatever. You got 10 to 12 flight crew. You four up in first. 6, 8 people in serving. Economy plus, and they are stressed because the situation with flights today is people go out of their minds.
Why is that? Why is that?
It's I think it's social media. I think it's phones. I think it's
I think there's something to that. We talk about that a lot here,
Yeah.
but not on the show.
No.
But when we're here,
Yeah. Yeah. Before and after the show. Can you say pasties again?
pastries.
Yeah. It's growing on me. I didn't like it at first because the
I'm having
second
the
half
opposite,
gets really low.
opposite reaction.
Okay. Shall we?
Let's pay a bill.
We'll come back to Frank in a moment. But first,
We're Quality Animal Clinic, and we want to be your partner in health and well-being of your cat or dog. Whether a routine exam or a common surgical procedure, Quality Animal Clinic is there for you every day except Tuesdays and Sundays. Whether it's time for your dog's Bordetella shot or your tabby needs to be declawed, we're here for you 7 days a week, minus 2 of them. Think your terrier ate your dog's doll spoon? Well, we have ultrasound equipment to get you the answer in a timely manner, as long as it's Wednesday through Saturday. Might your cat be acting lethargic? She might be pregnant. We've got the technology on premises to find out on a Monday. People sometimes ask, if you're going to be closed 2 days a week, why not have them be consecutive days? And our answer to them is simple. Imagine Mondays feeling like a Friday. Quality Animal Clinic.
That was a really good one. I like
Quality
those guys.
Animal Clinic?
Yeah,
It's interesting that they're doing that.
I was gonna say something else, and then I was like,
Go ahead.
we've been getting the note a lot from our boss to be more positive about the ads.
Okay.
We have, and it's not always easy to do.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
Yeah. Because the more they talked about the non-consecutive 2 days off, the more I disliked it. But I am here now, finding myself saying a negative thing about an ad. I think it's good that but you shouldn't lie.
These people are literally keeping us in business. I mean, that's the part that makes it tricky.
But would they want us to lie? They probably want us to be good people.
They're truth finders. They're doctors, really, just of animals. At what point would you choose to be a veterinarian instead of a human doctor?
I think when you do bad.
You do. Instead of just being a kid being like, I want to be a veterinarian.
Oh, maybe. That could be too. But my guess is everybody wants to be a human doctor, and then the people who do bad first go to like butt, like what's it called?
A butt doctor?
Yeah, essentially. And then
Say that again.
A butt doctor.
And then the ones who are still doing bad are vets.
Okay.
Speaking of vets, Frank was a vet.
Nice.
Yeah, for 2 months. 2 months of service. Oh, right.
Was that active duty? Just I'm trying to get the
They
timeline.
got you guys up in the sky quickly.
Yeah.
They did. A little too quickly. It usually takes at least a year when you're serving the Air Force to get up in a plane. I don't know if you've ever flown a F-14 or F-16.
No.
Well,
No.
I don't recommend it. It's not for everyone. And do I miss that sort of military fighter plane? No, absolutely not. I prefer Boeing. I prefer the Airbus. These are, and in a pinch, these can be converted easily to attack planes.
Boeing, the planes we fly in can.
Sure, if you strap on some, a turret or where people can. I don't know. I don't know.
It's okay.
That's fine.
A quick piece of sad business. Today, our podcast mourns the loss of Quinn Wolcott, or Harley Quinn Wolcott, as we used to call him, or just Harley sometimes. He was one of the few employees that liked the nickname we gave him, and said he was going to buy a motorcycle someday to live up to it. Neither of us had the guts to tell him it was actually based on the DC supervillain and girlfriend of Joker, Harley Quinn, recently portrayed so beautifully by Lady Gaga. We loved Joker.
Deja Fudge.
Anyway, Harley was the wardrobe stylist for the podcast studio. Now, you may be saying, but you guys wear the same dumb shirts every podcast. That's because Harley gave us the space and freedom to develop it. He'd say, wear whatever you want. We have no budget to buy you clothes. That was just Harley. He also was an avid fan of John Grisham novels and smoking. He had a bit of a rebellious streak. One time I pointed out that he just jaywalked across an intersection during a red light, and he said, "Who gives a bleep?" He said the real word, which now we've said a bunch so I don't know why I'm still. Point being, his body was found last night in the front window of a Dick's Sporting Good, naked and entangled with a mannequin that had also been stripped of its clothes. Not sure what the message was there. I don't get that at all. And if we hear anything of why that happened like that, we will let you know. But this one's for Harley. And next time you are stressing about jaywalking or something, remember, and let's all say it together, who gives a bleep?
Who gives a bleep?
Good guy. Pretty good.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen Joker de la Deux?
No. I haven't seen it. Is it on a flight?
Yeah.
Well, they did something
no, not yet. I don't know if it's out.
It might be. I think
when
now
this
they
podcast comes out,
release things on planes at the same time as you could see it in the theater or in your home. And I think the thinking there is, why why get people excited about it when we can kind of spread it really wide and mute the reaction? But maybe they like the social media part of it. But it's a real interesting, Captain Frank, you might like it. It's a musical.
It's a musical.
Which a lot of people said, no one asked for that.
Yeah, and we said we did if you got our letters, and we got what we asked for. And
you
then
wrote
some.
letters.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in that. How many letters did you write to these guys?
Oh,
10?
10-ish.
That's enough.
And we hit the main producers and then the writer-director, Todd Phillips.
Oh, wow. And he read them.
I don't know, but it was a musical, and it was so good.
I would like to see it. The thing about the flight deck is that we don't have screens because there's no seat in front of us. So we don't have the same sort of entertainment options that passengers have. So we don't have... we just don't get that.
Well, even if there was a seat in front of you, they probably wouldn't put a movie screen, right?
Also, I feel like you got a lot of viewing opportunities coming up here.
Oh, yeah, in
Right?
retirement.
Yeah, any plans for retirement?
Well, I hope to just do a lot of swimming. I got my Parcheesi board. My wife, Donna, is she's threatening to make me a lot of food.
All right.
And so we're going to have a party, and you guys are invited.